So this is the next part of my paper pad series. This is all the paper that we pulled out together, which is a really nice chunka. So I hope I can get good traction on this. So this is, let me figure out how to explain this. So what I'm gonna do is make 31 page kits in total. Now, Nicole Jones' class hasn't started, and I realized that I will be going along with her class, but I always go rogue anyway. So I thought I'd go ahead and just start making my page kits and show you the way I do them. Now, if anybody wants to see how she does her page kits, just go on her channel. It's Nicole Jones 911 on YouTube, and you'll kind of see what she does, and I go a little bit differently. I do slightly larger page kits. I don't know. So I'm going to see how it goes is my whole point. I'm going to make page kits starting with pulling the papers into sets. After I do this, the 31 kits, and I don't know if I'll get it all done in one video or not, I'm going to go pull a bunch of embellishments. And I usually like pulling embellishments by using open packages first and mixing in a little bit of the new goodies that I have on hand. Okay, but before I get ahead of myself with that, let's go ahead and start pulling page kits. Now, another thing that I do when I pull page kits is I pull page kits, and whatever paper I don't use, I put into a drawer, and from that drawer, I will add them to the next page kits when I'm like, oh, I need another layering piece. I have a place to go to first instead of grabbing a brand new piece of paper out of my stash. I keep trying to dwindle down the supplies I have, if that makes sense to you. So I will show you my process as we go in this series. And hey, if you're playing along with me, let me know down below in the comments, because this is too fun. So we started with 9 paper pads, got it down to this size, and now we're actually going to use our paper pads. All right, I am going to kind of put this here so you can see my page kits and my process with that. If I start losing inspiration, I'll just go pull more loose paper, but I wanted to start with the paper pads. So let's go ahead. I'm going to pull up my chair. I've got a nice warm cup of coffee here, because you know that if I'm going to be yapping along, after a while my voice will want a little sip. Okay, so I do have a couple of sticky notes in here a bit, and I think the first set of sticky notes was about these being for fussy cutting. Like, and I don't know what I'm going to be scrapping yet at all, but I did know that I liked the cameras. I really liked these, I really like all of these typewriters. I don't need the sewing machines for anything. And my sewing is me. So you know what I'm going to do is put these aside in an embellishment pile, because I don't know what I'm going to do. So when I pull embellishments, that party is going to come up. All right, so let's see what we're going to do here. Now, I did remember that I liked, oh, some of these are still stuck together. I liked parts of this, not all of this, parts of this. See, I knew I just wanted a lot of this paper pad that I had remaining, and I just kind of went for it. Okay, so, and I don't have to like everything that I'm going to pull. So, all right, I like this. This looks like a sweater background to me. It's a nice warm grayish, taupe grayish, whatever you want to call it. And this has some of that in it. Some, I don't know. This is my background right now, and I'm gonna see what else I like with it. It's kind of funny because this has like a white background, and this has some white, but this feels almost vintagey. It's an interesting way they did that. See, I don't have to pull it all from the same. See, I like that and that together, although it's a little boring, I know. I'm gonna need some kind of punch of color coming up. Now this would be interesting. All right, so look at this. So this has, of course, that same tone, but it has punches of color. And I'm liking the 3 of these together. it's so funny because this is almost cool tone and there's a bunch of warm tones in here. But if it works, it works. And I usually put my most colorful piece on the top because when I'm pulling embellishments and all that, it makes more sense in my head. And now you know how I have these. I'm going to, when I do embellishments, I'm going to have those right nearby so I can quick chunky cut stuff out and then fussy cut later. So, and what I do to separate my papers is I just use a piece of printer paper and I reuse these like over and over again. They do not get tossed away. I use it for the same thing over and over. Oh, and on my desk right over there, I have this pull-out shelf. I have like this laminate old school 1940s desk that I scrap on. And there is a pull-out shelf that goes right next to me, and that's where I'll go ahead and put those. All right, so that's the 3 pieces of paper that did not get used. Let's see what I'm feeling next. See, I don't want it to all be the same collection, even though, yeah, it's the same paper pad. So explain that to me, what I'm going to come up with. But it's part of my process going through. That's more of the textile look. Ooh, all right, let me pull a mulberry. And, okay, I pulled a mulberry piece, which I do like, and it has that yellowy tan in it, like this. Did I already just pull this piece? Let me see. No, I didn't. So, and we have a little bit of the green, but I love the mulberry tone, and I like the black camera. So, I think right now I'm feeling that. I like the big dramatic star as well. I really love these flowers with the idea of fussy cutting some of them out. All right, that was easy enough. Okay, so I'm going to, because I like the difference in scale. Like some of these flowers are a really nice size to fussy cut, right? And then I've got the big camera. I've got a really nice punch of color. I think that's gonna work for me. If I really want to, this stripe right here is like a pea green. I can pull in that color if I want, or if I can kind of ignore it if I want. So that's my second page kit. I'm gonna go ahead and pull another piece of computer paper and put it right on top. You know what I should do? I should do some tick marks so I know when I'm actually at 31. That might be smart to think ahead if I can remember to do that. All right, so I've done 2. 1, 2, okay. Let's see what piece I'm feeling next. All right, I got through the mulberry. Okay, now this paper, I've used this once before, I believe. I think it's stunning. And I'm really feeling it. Now, let's see. Some of these are stuck together too. So, looks like I didn't even trim off the top. I can do that later. It's not a big deal. So, love the idea of this. This just feels a little bit too messy. Don't like the idea of that with it too much. I mean, I can cut them out, but it's just, I need to think of these as little fussy cut pieces and maybe not as a whole. Maybe that would help me. Okay, look at this. It's like a teal kind of a color. So, what about this really deep teal with fussy cut mustard colored flowers? Look at this thing. Is that too? Maybe this. Don't know. See, I need like a different kind of a scale of a print or something. And you don't want to really bring pink in. See, these are too close to that too. Let's see, let's see. Now, this reads as a tone on tone. Let's see. Let's see. This reads as a tone on tone. I wonder if I could get away with it for that. Oops, sorry, I know I just shook that, sorry. Okay, I like that. I like the mustard, and I like this navy tone. Now this is just going to be kind of a fussy cut part of it though. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and put this piece in, and hopefully I can use it. If I don't use it, it'll just go right back into rotation. It's the way of things. Ugh, this gluey stuff is bugging me, even though I know I'm going to cut off these branding strips. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, this is number 3. Put a tick mark down real quick, and a piece of paper on top. Okay. Ooh, okay. I like this. I like this. I like the white that is in the background. I like this wash as a color going from lighter to darker. That's kind of cool. Okay. Look at how gorgeous that is. But you know what? I mean, these are the same paper pad, and they just look like they're in a totally different world. I don't know. Kind of weird. That's navy blue. What is going to make me feel it? See, I still have a hard time mixing the creams and the whites. I have to get over it. I'm fully aware of that. But they're just not my favorite combinations. So let me ask you this. While you're watching this, are you sitting there freaking out at me for not picking your papers that you want to go together? That's something I always do when I watch these videos. I'm like, what are you thinking? Go back and grab that other one. How can you not see it the way I see it? It's a thing. Okay, I know I'm just repeating these, but how do we feel about this? See, this is like geometric on top of geometric on top of geometric. It's a little hard for me, but I do like the idea of cutting swatches out of it, but I already have these stripy lines, so I don't know. Oh, here's some really good cut-aparts. So I'm going to put these also with my cut-aparts for when I do my embellishment parts. Now that's kind of cool. But once again, we have like the cream and the white thing that I struggle with a bit. But I do want to use that paper. Hello. Look at this lime. I love lime. Okay. The problem is solved. I want to use this with this. I need one more. Also, Nicole Jones always grabs a cardstock. You're not going to see that with me. I do not use as much cardstock. I tend to, this is gorgeous. Do I like these 3? Yep, I love these 3. I rather use a tone-on-tone pattern paper over a cardstock. Now, I do have a nice amount of cardstock, but it's from past kit clubs or when I eventually buy it at Tuesday morning, that kind of thing. So, I have it. That's a cool piece of paper. Going towards the vintagey stuff, but that reminds me of mermaids a little bit. And I like, ooh, oh, am I pulling 3 in a row right out? Yep. Look at this. So I have like this swirly paper, which really reminds me of water. I have this really nice kind of sun-bleached yellow tan, and then this says, I love you in 5 million different ways. That would be beautiful together. So that brings me to 5. Ta-da! All right, putting my piece of paper on top. Now, I am grabbing stacks off and putting them next to me so I can look down through, and then I'll bring them back and go through them again. They're not like gone from my plans right now, if I'm explaining that right. Oh, if you guys have any questions whatsoever about this process I'm doing, ask them below. I've had a lot of great questions from my subbies of, all right, so you pulled all the papers. How are you storing them? Are you organizing them? Are they by color? Are they by pattern? And nope, I make a big old stack from what I have, and then when I want to make kits, I get more inspired by going through them bit by bit. And the reason why is I scrapbook from kits, I don't go and grab a green piece of paper and then a white and a this. I use what's on my desk at the same time. So for me, this is more inspiring to see all the colors and the patterns and what I have. And then from there, if I really need something, I always have like a little bin of things I'm trying to use up. Like right now I'm concentrating really hard on rub-ons. And I have on my desk a little tiny container of wood veneer. So I'll go here first for wood veneer before I go to my wood veneer large bin. That's the way, for me, I find that I actually use things up. Hopefully you understand what I'm saying. Okay, so let's see. What do we have next? That's pretty. That's a strong possibility because it's super easy to use. This I loved. I loved that this paper goes from yellow to like a tomato soup kind of red over here. Both of those are fabulous backgrounds. I wonder if they'll make it onto the same layout or if they're going to be their own show. Nope, nope. That's the same one. This paper pad is still slightly stuck together because I knew I wanted all of the remaining ones. Okay, I've used that one, which is fine to reuse, but oh, I just used this paper too. I just like the idea of that same yellow being there, but chances are I won't do that. Oh, okay, so this gives me a different deal I can go with. So these are like watery paisley kind of things. I have my youngest daughter is going on a trip shortly, and she's going to be going on a cruise, so maybe that's why these swirly kind of papers are making sense to me. Okay, so I like that this ties that in, and then I have kind of this reddish tomato soup thing. Now, what my concern is, if I use this and this together, I know I'll want that as a background, so I don't want to waste this one because I want it as a background. I didn't want it just as a layering piece because you get the effect by the gradations. All right, so I have these two, and I think we can see it better if I go like that. So I need a much bigger, bolder kind of a thing. All right, so once again, this is a cut apart. So let me see what I have going on here with these cut aparts. Cut aparts. These are definitely, for me, part of embellishment land. All of this is, I think. Maybe I'll leave one of these in, but that will be going to embellishing. And let's see what else is in here. See, I know that I'm thinking about this for watery, beachy things. So it's kind of like this pinky copper color, rose gold. I think we're supposed to call it rose gold. Just isn't quite working for that for me. That is an excellent Easter Bunny paper. Okay, hunting. Silver foil, so easy to use. I feel like I just used this paper on something, or one that looked just like it. Okay. See, I kind of need a bigger print. I like the idea of these three colors, but it would need to be a much bigger kind of a swash across for it to work. Okay. I don't know if this is the best idea or not, but this is a really good layering piece. So I could use this gorgeous grid as my background. Then I have two tone-on tones, and that's going to make it really easy to work with. All right, so before I do anything, let me put my tick mark down. I'm going to put these next to me, get a piece of computer paper, and we'll start over. Okay. These foxes are so cute. All right, maybe I'll try to do something with a fox. They're just so cute. So, it's funny, it's like, would I want it as a background, or do I want just the one big strip? And it might be better as like a strip, like playing a supporting role and not the grand poobah. I don't know. Let's see. A little too much. That's gorgeous. Now this paper that I just had out, gosh, did I just use it? That I just had out would be really great with that going down. Okay, background, giant strip of this, fabulous. And when I'm crafting, you know how these are single-sided? I would never get up after I cut this to find another scrap of white cardstock or cut into a whole piece because I already have white cardstock on the back. I have no problem with that whatsoever. Okay, so I have this and this. Let's see if there's anything else that reads a little bit more as a solid that I might want to bring in. Oh, look at that. So I could bring that in. Yeah, yep. Yes, yes, no, yes. Or do I want to go, now is that helping the foxes or diminishing the little foxes? And this is doing the same thing. It's kind of fighting with that tone. What color would make me happy? Would it be lime green again or navy? Maybe navy? I don't know. Okay, I might come back to that in 1 second. Okay, that stripe isn't going to work because I already have the stripies. Let's see. And the navy would work just, you know what? What if I had that, strips of this, and the foxes? That will work perfectly for me. Okay, so I have, do you see these three? I have these three. I think, boop, 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 would be really fun and really cute. And then like on these pieces here, depending on what I'm working on, I've got this nice journaling block I can put on there as well to bring out the fox more. And somewhere I have a half of a pack from Sarah Scraps of these puffy stickers. Somewhere. Okay, I didn't mark that down. Okay, we're not doing badly. I've gotten 7 done. That's not bad. All right, let me get my piece of paper there. And now let's see what, okay. Let's do an Easter page. Now, Easter is it mid-April this year? For some reason, I think it's April 20th? I don't know. And chances are, since I'm going to be working with Nicole Jones prompts as I go through these, I'm going to try to anyway, chances are I won't be done with this yet, and I can use this still for Easter. So, let's see. See, these are so close in scale, I don't like to do that. But what about, all right, next to me here, I have this paper that I liked so much that goes with a gradation of light to dark, a little bit of Easter bunny with it. And let's see if I can find one more that would work. So I've got kind of an aqua and a peach going on. See, why is it the same scale? That would work. Okay, that would really work, but the scale is like so incredibly close. Scales, oh. How do we feel about this? How do we, I think it's like it's competing. So I like this with this and I like this with this, but this looks like the bunnies are being eaten by the flowers. We do not want bunnies eaten by flowers. That's not what we're going for. Now this is that super strong holographic, and this deep coral is kind of taking over from that. So I want to use this paper, so I think I'm going to kind of keep it front and center. So, now what about if I have the bunnies and then I have some houses? That works for me to do, okay, yeah. It works for an idea that I would have, that on Easter people travel to houses and visit with their little friends and people. And I can cut out the houses, I can cut out the cute little trees, and that would make sense to me. Okay, there's another one. That works. And okay, so you see that I do not hem and haw all that much. I mean, I can always say I don't feel like using it. You know, it's not written in stone. All right, this is going to be like the big inspiration piece for this one. I think, I know, that, and yes, of course it's going to match beautifully. It's the same collection, but this with these fussy cutout on top of this, and I will see if there's anything. Should I bring in some of the navy? I could bring in the navy. That just kind of cancels it out. Cute little fox paper, bunny rabbits. All right, we're gonna get into some more fun stuff. Another cute paper pad that would, ooh, would this make me happier, or is it too busy? No, it's too busy. Okay, I have this with this with this. That will do it for me. Okay. Boop. Put this in my stack. Let's grab another one. So like I said, if I start being like, eh, I'm not really feeling this, I'll grab more paper, but right now I'm plenty fine. All right, adorable little birdies. They're very lovey birdies. So cute. For some reason it reminds me of something you could do for Valentine's. Now, how do we feel about this scale? It's very close, isn't it? But I like, see, I like a little bit of metallic. I just don't like it to take over. So either I'd have to cover a lot of this or just use it sparingly, which is fine. Like when I see this and I really like it, I could see me doing really large diamonds out of it and putting it down the page, and that would offset it, and I think that would be so much fun. So it makes me wonder if I have any colors kind of like this to do kind of like a tone on tone kind of. You know what, I'm going to do this. I'm gonna use this as like my matting papers and all of that. I think that would be great, and I know that it's a lot of pattern, but if I just have a photo, let me see. Sorry about me bending. It's my daughter when she had her wisdom teeth out. If I just have a photo and just have it like that, you won't really see the pattern at all. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. That would be awesome. So I'm gonna put the birdie paper on top because that's kind of like my main dealio. Okay, so I'll put that down, put this on top. So I'm gonna do 15 or 16 kits, and then I'm going to see how long I've been carrying on because you guys might be getting exhausted from me. All right, that's cute and fun. The navy and this would be really easy to use together. So nice separation in size. I have a bigger scale, a little scale. Once again, I could totally see me doing that. And when I look over at these great pieces like this, I mean, I really could just use the two and use some of these large elements. Like, let me show you this page right here. It's got these great, really large tags, and if I layered a couple of them, that might be the bee's knees. It might go kind of quick. Okay, but I don't have a ton of color and a ton going on there, so I really want to see what I might like to pull out from that. Ooh, is the scale too similar? The scale looks pretty similar on that, but I like it. All right, so that's going to be another piece that I'm going to use for embellishments. That looks too vintagey. Oh, now this isn't, and let me shove that back in. An interesting idea to go with this nice bright mac and cheese yellow, which is in there as well. All right, so I'm gonna go with that. That would be cool together. All right, that would be cool. Now, there is a little aqua in here, but it's not so much that it's gonna be clashing with this green, like it's really little. So I think that would still work perfectly fine. Okay, I have those three. Coffee sippies. Let's see. I am going to see real quick. Let me get these to the side for a minute. there's anything I might want to use in here. I'd like to be able to come up with one page with it. So what I think I can do, all right, embellishments. Now I'm going to keep these with this for now, just to make it easy on myself, because I know I should use it together. Now I told you guys before that I can use the 1 and the 9 out of this, right? And then the rest I can use maybe as a mat. So that will go in. All right, so I have some alphas, yay. I have the 1 and the 9. See if I like anything else, because it's gonna end up being a volleyball page. All right, let me get something like that brighter blue. I'm feeling just a little bit more. Somebody told me, and they were so right, that I could use this for somebody wearing Converse. And both my daughters, actually all 3 of my kids wear Converse. Interesting. So why don't I pull that for now? Then I'd have some of this silver. And when I have blue, I tend to like some orange, because that would have to be my background. These pieces are kind of going along for the ride. Okay, so I'm gonna have these two. I know I'm gonna just mat and cut out the 19 with this one, and maybe a little punchy of stars with this. And yeah, and I do hold on to my scraps as I go. And I'm just gonna throw this in. I'm gonna make myself go ahead and use it. The crazy thing is, these are just as sticky, if not stickier, as letters if I bought them today, and I don't know how that's even possible. I don't know. All right, so that's kind of large, but I'm actually looking at these two being my main papers, and the other ones being just some kind of like starring roles kind of thing, like, or like, you know, like, not starring roles. What do you call it? Supporting roles. Okay, so I have that. This is really kind of hard for me to use because I really don't like it that much. I'm trying to come up with some plans for it. All right, so this is another one of those cut apart situations. I'm gonna put that aside there, and let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. All right, a nice fun rose color, interesting. I like that. I have a thing for the lemony stuff, or the citrus stuff. Don't know why, I find it to be really cool. Let's see. I really like this paper, and I really don't like this paper. It's one of those. Ooh. This might be good for my daughter going on the cruise. So that one's getting chucked. She's going on the cruise. She's going tropically, so maybe I can look at that. She's going to be going down here. That and that would work, and that doesn't work with that and that. We are hunting. Hunting. Let's see. Finding a way to make this work. Okay, now I do know I like the idea of the anchors for the cruise, and I really like the idea of matte paper for the cruise, right? So now I just need something that wants to pull it together a little bit. Look at those oranges. So the oranges don't work any better than the lemons, do they? Although I do love orange and blue together. It looks better to me, but not best to me. I might have to pull out my other, or my paper stacks that I have put to the side for now. Okay, I know I like those two. Do you guys see anything? I know you guys see something that I'm not seeing. Because when you're at home, you can see these things perfectly. See, this paper I like, but I don't like it with the navy. It's already black and aqua. There's like, it's making me, my creative person have to work a little too hard and kind of like compromise what I might like, and yeah, not doing that. Okay, so let me move this stack back down and see what I can do. Oh, it gets heavy. Oh my goodness. Okay, I got rid of that stack because it wasn't working. going this, now we're just back to the beginning. I didn't pull out any new paper, just so you know. Okay, so I have these two. Making sure you can still see both sides. Okay, perfect. These two, what goes with it for somebody on a cruise? That's kind of cool. I would like something with a bigger scale though, if I could. What do you guys think if I thought of this as if it's like hibiscus-y on it? Pretty much because I like to fussy cut out giant flowers. That's more of an idea than that one. Okay. Let's see. Oh. What do you guys think about this one? I think that one works better because of the schedule you get on, and we went to this island at this time and this island at this time. Yes, yes, yes. Do you guys like this one better? I don't know if you like this one better. I like this for the idea of the cruise at Rise going on. Absolutely. Okay, I like it. That will work. So I'm going to have to remind myself, which I have this little board of things I want to include in here. I'm going to have to remind myself to look at rose gold. There we go. This is just a little picture frame from Walmart. These are like 98 cents, and I put some pattern paper on it, and I use, I think these are 2 for $1 at Walmart. I use it, you know, a little write pen, like, you know, wipe off pen on top of it, and it's fab. You can make little notes and they just go away when you don't need them anymore. I know, such a big deal. 1, 2, 3. Did I mark it already? I think I marked it, not sure. Okay, if I end up with a paper set or extra paper kit, it's not a bad thing. Okay, so just black hearts with some really nice silver foiling. That's a good place to start. Let's see. Anything to go with that? I already used the fox paper, the bunny paper. So pretty. This print is so pretty. I used the birds, I think. Did I use the birds? I see the fox. Did I use the woods? I feel like I used the birds. Yes, I did. Okay. Okay, that's way too much foil to add more on. Silver foil. I just adore this paper, let me tell you. Let's see, what do I like the best with the black and the little silver? Whoops. These little green dots are too close in scale. I'll put that next to me. Let's see. Love that paper. We already discussed that. Used that. Let's see what else is in here. That scale is too close. I'm needing something a little bigger to make it. See, that almost feels like it's almost like a white thing. The silver, it's such a cool color. Like cool as in tone, not like, oh, it's so great and cool. That it just doesn't work for me. Now that is an interesting idea. I like the idea of doing that. So right now I have like this black and white vibe going on. Let's see. You know, I like these two. I'm going to put them up top for the next layout. So that looks too vintagey. I like that orange right there. To use just the strip of the orange, let me see. Although I'm going to get into the whole Halloween thing, and I don't want to do that. This girl is done scrapping Halloween. Okay, too vintagey, too vintagey. What you got, girl? Let's see. I know there's something that wants to be a part of this. I just love this mulberry color like you would not believe. So bright and pretty and happy. I just don't like the idea of, ooh, I could do it like this though. I didn't like that the scales so similar, but look at this. Or maybe look at it easier if I did that. That is, all right, this is fantastic. I've got my black and white florals. I've got, this is more of a charcoal black with silver foiling and mulberry. Okay. Yes, please. All right, I have those 3. And then, see, I have 1 more to make, and I'll check my time to see if I should split this up. You know what? This might be a fun idea. Let's see. Okay, that looked easy enough. And I see one right here that I like with this. Is that too matchy-matchy? Do we care if it's too matchy-matchy? Do we want a floral instead? Is that a yes? That's a no. Is that a yes? That's a yes. Okay. That makes 15 or 16 because I can't remember. And let me see. How's my time? Okay, that's it for this video. I will come back ever so soon with another one. Here we go, friends.